Hello friends, in this video session we will discuss how to create a country, state and city drop-down using AngularJS in ASP.NET MVC. So let's start. We will go to our Visual Studio and here create a new ASP.NET MVC web project. Here we select ASP.NET MVC web application and here write a name like country, state, city, Angular and click to OK. Here we select empty templates and then click to OK. Now it's creating project created successfully. So in first step we create a database for this. So I already have a database. So we need to create a country, state and city tables and their related store procedures. So we click on a new query. Now it's opening. I already created tables. I already created a tables. This is the country tables and this is the state and this is the city, and these three are the getting the list of countries name and this procedures for getting a state name on the behalf of country ID, and this store procedure for getting a city on the behalf of state ID. So I simply copy this and paste to this new query window and we select it and we run all these queries. We execute step by step. We created all the tables and now I run the store procedures, related store procedures. Now all these tables and store procedures is created in our database. So I refresh our tables. Now this country, state and city, all these tables are created, and this is the country, state and city store procedure for getting the list from these tables. So now in first step I create a connection string for this. We go to Solution Explorer and go to web config file, and here we add a connection string for this. Add name is equal to phone. You create any meaningful name. It's a connection string and this is the provider name. This is system dot data dot SQL client. Now save this connection string. This database is connected with our project. Now in this project I will use edu.net. You can use any technologies that you like links, entity frameworks, but in this project I use edu.net. So In first step, I create a database access layer for this. So I create a new folder, name as database access layer, and add a class for this. Set db.cs. Now we adding some more packages. Using system.data, using system.data.sq client, and using system.configuration, and here we add a connection string for this. Set configuration manager dot connection strings. Here we write a connection string name, and the dot is a connection string. Now I create a clauses for all these three tables: country, state, and city. So I add a new class in model folder. We write here any meaningful name like a drop down. I already created a class for this. Create a country list. This is a state list, and this is the city list. I create all these properties on the behalf of their columns. Now we will go to database access layer, and here we create functions for getting a record. So void dataset get country SQL command is equal to com is equal to new SQL command, and here we write a store procedure's name. This procedure name is country get. So write here a procedure name, and we pass the connection string. Say store procedure type, so provide the store procedure type command type dot store procedure, and this the parameters. This store procedure not have any parameters, so we not add this. The SQL data adapter d is equal to new SQL data adapter. Here we pass a SQL command object, and we take a data set da dot fill, it's a ds, and we return that ds. It's showing error, so I write this in a next line. Is equal to new data set. Now da dot fill. Now data adapter is fill all the data in da. Like these functions, we create functions for state and city also. So this is the state store procedure, and this stops here getting one country ID. So I provide the parameters for this country ID. So here write com.parameters.add with value, and here we take a country ID as a parameters. Yes, and here we provide a country ID. Now this functions provide a state list. Now same as we create functions for city list, and here this is the store procedure for city list. So I copy this, and this also take one parameters. It's a city ID, and here also take one parameters in the state ID, and here we provide a state ID. Now all these functions are created for country, state, and city lists. So now we go to our home controller. Go, and here we add a new controller. Click to controller, and write here any meaningful name and click to add. Now it's created. By default I created a view for this index method, and we create it and click to add. Now view is created. So next step we add AngularJS files and bootstrap CSS for designs. So I create a folder like it's a scripts, and one more folder for CSS. It's a CSS. Here we add AngularJS files, angular.mean.js, and I also create one folder for their controller, Angular controller. I write a name is Angular controller, and we add this bootstrap file into this CSS folder. Now we create a new JS files for creating a Angular controller. So I add a new JS files. So I provide a name is a home controller, click to OK. Now here we write a Angular controller. So firstly create a app for this. It's a Angular dot module, and here we write a app name like home app, and this is blank array, and then we create a controller it's a app dot controller, and here we write a controller name like a home controller, and here we create a function, and we also pass two parameters. One is the HTTP for getting a record from servers, and this is the scope. This uh, this is used to uh, transfer the data between view to Angular controller. So it's a scope, and so in first step, so we need to create functions for this country, state and city in a home controller. So we will go to our controller, and here we create three functions, one for country, state and city. So here we call a database access layer dot db, it's a db layer, new db layer, and dbs, and we also call their models using country state city dot models, and we in first step we create a function for country. So it's a JSON result type because it's return a JSON data. So get country, and this is the data set. We also use one name, more namespaces, so it's the data. It's a data set ds equal to db layer. So db layer dot get country, so it's return a data set. So here we create a list, it's a country list. We create a variable name is a country equal to new, here we add items into this list, list country dot add new country list. Here we add a country ID is equal to, it's a string type, so convert, it's a integer type, so I write a integer or dot, we write this column name, it's a country ID. We also here create a for each loop for this database iterations. For each, it's a data row dr, and this is the ds dot tables 0 dot rows, and we this copy under this loop, and this is the country name, it's dr it's a country column name. It's a string type. We write this column name and return this JSON result. So we pause this list and JSON behavior dot allow get. This function is created for country, so same as we created for state also. So copy this and we write here a name. It's a state, and here we take parameters country ID, db layer dot get state. It's take one parameters name. It's the country ID. Here change this state. This is the state list. This is the list state. Our state table is this. The state ID and we write to state name and then we return this list. So this function is created for state list. Same this created for city list. Let's say get city, and here we write a state ID because it's taking a state ID, and here we write a get the city. It's a state ID. Change this for this city, and this is the city. Next change this class name. And here we this table contains city ID and the city name. So city, and this also write these column names, and this is the city name. So this functions for city that returns the city record. All these functions are created for city. This is for state and this for country. So now we go to our controller, and here we create a controller. So this write http dot get. Here we write URL of this function. It's a get country. It's a home dot then it's a function. Here we take any variables like d, and here we take a scope dot country list. list is equal to d dot data, because we fetch the record from these variables. Now we create a function for error. If any error occurred, then this message showing it's failed. This function for country and other for created for state scope dot state equal to function say http dot get and say country, and we created this function for state. It's contain a query string, so we write here a query string and provide their value. So here we create a dollar scope dot I create a ng model for country id in the view when we create a view. So I create a country id, this getting a record from ng model, and then create this is a function and here we take a variable scope dot state list equal to t is a t dot data now same as we create for city. We copy this and this for city, and here we write their path, so home dot, and this for, so I copy this city function, get city, and this is the their parameter name, this is a state id, and we create for this it's a state id, and this is the functions, and this write as a city list. Now we go to our index page, and here we create a view for this. So in first step we drop these two files, this is the AngularJS files, and this is our controller file, and one for designing, this is the bootstrap file. Here we write ng app name, so our ng app name is home app, and we write here our controller name ng controller, and so our controller name is home controller. Now we create select 3 drop downs. Select ng model name, because I provide this country ID to this state function, so I write ng model name is country ID, and this on change we call this function state functions, so I write this state, and this class equal to form control. Here we write select country, this is the value is blank, and one for their values. So this we create a data ng repeat, because this value is repeated, data ng repeat is equal to ng repeat. We take any variables like t in, we create this variable, so t in this list, and their values we set their values, it's t dot country id, and this for country name t dot country. Now same as we write for state and city. Now this container is state id, so I write the model name is state id. On change this function will be called, and on the change of state this city function will be called, so we write change it here, and on city nothing will be called, so I remove this. So city id, select state, this is the state list, so t in state list, and this is the state id, and this is the name of state. We change this select city, this is the city list, t in city list, and this is the city id, dot city id, and this is the city name, this city. Now all this drop downs are done, so I take a break for this. Now all it's done. We run this web page in a browser. So we select a country, it's India, USA, Nepal, and here we select India, and it's a state name, so we select any. It's a New Delhi, and if we change the UP, then it's showing a city of UP, and if we change the country, nothing in, we are selected San Francisco, and in this city we have no any cities available, so it's not showing. So again it's showing Delhi, so New Delhi. So all it's done. If you have any query or questions related to these topics, so write in a comment box. I will reply you soon. Please don't forget to like and share and subscribe my channel. We will meet in next video session. So thanks. Bye bye.